going on, world? DS1 Rose, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love. If you are here and you can hear me clearly, please drop your ones in the chat. Please drop your ones in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Drop your ones in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Okay. Let me get a few more ones, y'all. Let me get a few more ones. Because we're going to get into it today. Let me get a few more ones. Okay. Shout out to everyone in the building. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to all the visionaries in the building. Salute. Shout out to all of my lovely lady mods who always coming through and holding down the chizat. Shout out to everyone that's in the building right now. I'm going to shout everyone out, but I need you guys to make sure y'all do what's free. Show some free support. By hitting that like button, hitting that share button. Hit that like button, hit that share button, share today's show. Like today's show, we are going to get into it. Oh yeah. We're going to get into it today, y'all. So make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all share today's show. Share it on y'all community tabs, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever y'all share content. Share today's show. Let's see who's in the building. Make sure y'all support today's show by hitting that like button, hitting that share button. The links are also going across the screen. Support today's show. We need 2 financial contributors at least. We at least need 2 financial contributors to today's show. Before we get to the end of today's show, we at least need 2 financial contributors. The links are going across the screen. Sorry, we do not do Cash App on this platform. We do PayPal, we do Venmo. The super chat is open as well. Y'all can financially contribute at any time during this show. If you are enjoying the show, go ahead and hit those links. Shout out to everyone in the building. Let's see who's in the building. And we're going to get to it. Shout out to Primo in the building. What up, Primo? Yes, ma'am. Shout out to Ms. L'Oreal in the building. I appreciate you. One of my lovely lady moms that always come through and hold down the chizat. Shout out to you, Ms. L'Oreal. Appreciate you. 28 with a bag in the building. What's up, Nikki? How you doing? Shout out to New York Nikki in the building. Hey, Miss Camille. Good to see you, love. Good to see you. Shout out to you in the building. Glad you're here. Shout out to Miss Angie B. Shout out to you, Miss Angie. Always coming through and holding down the chat. I appreciate you, Miss Angie. Here's the link if you missed yesterday's show. There's the link. The link is in the chat. Go ahead and click that link. Go ahead and open it up in another tab. And make sure you watch it after you finish watching this show. Thank you, Miss Angie. I appreciate it. Shout out to Miss Classy Creole House of Love in the building. Another one of my lovely lady moms that always coming through and holding it down. I appreciate you, Miss Classy Creole. Shout out to you, as always, and shout out to the House of Love. I appreciate your support. Shout out to my brother Zuma Duma in the building. Yes, sir. We getting into it today, my brother. Shout out to Larry Vaughn in the building. What's good, bro? Salute to you, man. Salute, salute. Hey, Cynical. How you doing? Shout out to Cynical One. So-called black man in the building. Salute, salute, salute. We getting into it today, my brother. Getting into it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? Shout out to Miss Jasmine in the building. Let them know, Miss Classy Creole. Shout out to everyone in the building, man. Shout out to everyone in the building. Y'all see today's show. Y'all see the title of today's show. The Sins of a Father. This is episode 2, Sins of a Father. Bandman Kevo, son, gets shot and killed in the hood. His son gets shot and killed in the hood. What up, Bob? I see you in the building, bro. Shout out to Bob in the building. Triple A Job in the building. What up, Triple A? And do y'all know this guy? Let me put the picture up. Do y'all know this dude? Bandman Kevo? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all know Bandman Kevo. BBL Kevo. Do y'all know BBL Kevo? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all ever heard of BBL Kevo. I did a few shows on this dude. And see, hey, I keep telling y'all dudes, man, the money can't save you. I keep trying to tell y'all dudes. Now, okay, everybody coming through saying they know BBL Kevo. Shout out to my man Hubert in the building. What up, Hubert? The fake abs dude. Yeah, BBL Kevo. What up, Marcus? Vibe in the building. What's up, Vibe? Right? We know BBL Kevo. So, y'all do know that BBL Kevo originally was a scammer, right? This is how he got known to the world. Now, a lot of y'all probably don't know BBL Kevo before he went to prison for scamming. But my thoughts was always he got locked up when he went on Say Cheese back in the day. Y'all could go back at the beginning of Say Cheese when he was interviewing a lot of dudes in Chicago, and BBL Kevo was on an old Say Cheese episode. And this is why y'all always hear me call him BBL Kevo. Not just because he really got a BBL, but because he used to be a fat dude. You know? And if y'all go back to that Say Cheese interview, you'll see the real BBL Kevo. The Kevo that the world didn't know. But he went up there and started talking about what he was doing, and then he ended up getting locked up. Right? Then when he came home, he went and got his body done, and that's how the world know him today. BBL to make himself tall for women's attention. Sad. And he got fake abs too. Right? So, a lot of us didn't even know that BBL Kevo had kids. How many of us who heard of this dude knew he had children? On the thumbnail, that's his son. BBL Kevo had a 16-year-old son that he didn't tell the world about. We didn't know. We didn't know BBL Kevo had children. That wasn't something he walked around and was proud about. See, this dude was a proud fraud. He was a proud scammer. He was a proud deceiver. That's what this dude was. Nobody knew he had children. BBL Kevo also was a rapper. He never rapped about his children. He never mentioned anything about his children. Now, what man or what caliber of a man would walk around and act as if he doesn't have children out here in the world that he actually made? See, this is the problem that a lot of us men have today with this success word. See, we forgot what real success is. You see? We get caught up in this success thing and we mix success with fame. So this dude is running around social media, not just scamming people, but he's running around and projecting this lifestyle that he's supposedly living. But we come to find out that your children wasn't participating in the lifestyle you was showing the world that you was living. You see? Now, what do y'all think about that? This dude is running around projecting to be a millionaire, to have all of this money, to be showing up with rappers. You're doing all of this stuff while you have a 16-year-old son who looks exactly like you. Look at this kid. This kid looked just like his father. He looks just like his father. This little boy, 16 years old, in the hood somewhere, struggling, while his father all over the internet parading a lifestyle as if he doesn't even have children. Do y'all see why this is a problem? Y'all like and share the show. Y'all see why this is a problem? Do y'all see why this is a problem? Because His son is dead right now because the lack of fathering that he had in his life. You see? See, brothers, I don't know if y'all are really paying attention out here, but I'm going to say it like I've been saying. Playtime's over. I don't know if it could just be me. Maybe I'm just feeling like that about my own life. But I pay attention to what's going on out here in the world. It's no joke out here no more. And if we have children, right, especially sons, we have to really father them. We have to really be dads. We have to stop bullshitting when it comes to being dads. We have to take that as the most serious thing. If you don't have a wife, right? You being a father is supposed to be the most important thing in your life. It can't be secondary. It can't be, I still should be able to live my life. Nobody want to hear that shit. And see, right now, I'm talking to my generation and the generation after me. If y'all got children, if y'all have children, I don't want to hear no shit about, well, I should still have a life. I don't want to hear that shit. It's too much soft parenting out here. It's not just coming from the mothers. It's coming from the fathers too. See, a lot of you dudes like to sit up here and like to blame your baby mother for everything because you're no longer with her and she's with another dude. And you use that dude being around as your excuse for not being around, as if she's keeping you away. And what you niggas like to do is you think child support money is going to replace the fathering. This is what's wrong with y'all. You think money should replace your presence. This is what Bandman Kevo said. This was his response when people was getting on his ass about him getting a BBL, about him out here flashing around with all these Instagram models and doing all of this bullshit while your son in Kalamazoo, Michigan, gang banging and robbing people. You see, while you're running around here trying to be the cutest nigga, your son was in Kalamazoo, Michigan, suffering. Why was that? BBL Kevo, why was your son out here scamming and robbing people and his father's a millionaire? And I don't want to hear that's because that's what he decided to do. According to the streets, because a dude came up on Instagram and he said how he knew Bandman Kevo's son and how Bandman Kevo's son was really messed up out here in the streets. He said he was starving. He could barely eat. He never had no money. So he was going around to the older dudes in the neighborhood trying to get on, trying to get them to put him on to something. DNW shot, salute. Shout out to Team Guardian. What's up, Evelyn Envy? Welcome back. Shout out to Club in the building. What up, Club? Sean Prince in the building. What up, Sean Prince? Right? This dude got on Instagram and he spoke out about how he knew Bandman Kevo's son and his son was doing bad out here. Now, Bandman Kevo will get on Instagram and talk shit to dudes, argue with dudes, go back and forth with dudes, tell dudes they need to get their money up and all this type of fake motivational shit. But you couldn't motivate your son. You couldn't motivate your kid. You wasn't doing what you was supposed to be doing as a man. All that money you had, your son was out here struggling. Why? Why? Fellas, this is why I keep telling y'all. Stop sleeping with women who don't respect you. Stop sleeping with women you don't respect yourself. Stop laying up with women you don't respect. Value yourself. That includes your penis. Be selective with who you lay down with. Because a lot of times what happens with men is if we don't care about the mother, a lot of times we don't care about the kid. And see, a lot of dudes won't admit that, but it's the truth. The quality of the woman usually determines how you're going to treat your child. It's going to determine the relationship you have with them. At some point, there will be a breakdown in the relationship with you and your children because of their mother. But who picked their mother? You did, nigga. So now your child must suffer because you don't like their mother. So now you got selective fathering issues because of their mother. So who has a problem that they need to fix in this family breakdown? It's the man. Stop sticking your penis in everything. And some of y'all need to go back to the 8th grade and go back to sex ed and learn how to wear a goddamn condom. That's what some of us men need to do. Some of us need to go back to health class. Remember health class? Remember sex ed in junior high school where they showed us the videos with the STDs? Where they showed us how to put a condom on? Remember that? Huh, fellas? Because it seems like you dudes don't know what a condom is. Y'all don't know what a condom is, but you love to say, I'm not the father. I wasn't the only dude sleeping with her. Listen to the dumb shit y'all say. Y'all don't like wearing condoms. Y'all tell these women y'all don't like wearing condoms. Y'all actively don't wear them. Then when the girl get pregnant, you doubt if she pregnant by you. Then when you find out the baby is yours, you treat the baby funny. All for some dumb shit you don't want to face, which is yourself. This is what's going on with BBL Kevo. That's why this grown-ass man is out here getting BBLs instead of going to the gym. See, he used to be a fat, sub-roll eating nigga like me. That nigga like Hostess Cakes, Funny Bones, and Susie Q's like me. And instead of him going to get a fat suit and working out, this nigga went and got a BBL and fake abs. He running around spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on cosmetic surgery like a goddamn whore, while your son is struggling. And some of you niggas are still gonna try to blame the mother. This little guy's father is running around spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on cosmetic surgery. This bozo nigga. Nobody's speaking on this. You know how much money it costs for the surgeries he got? He got fake muscles, abs. They made him look taller. You know how much money he spent on this stuff? But your son is in the hood robbing and stealing and scamming people? You're okay with this as a man? And you see why I keep telling you, men, you got to be a man with or without money. You see why I keep telling y'all this? You see why I've always told y'all this? Because you're going to always bear witness to the truth. You ain't got to believe me. An incident is going to pop up and you're going to see it. And the reason why I like what's going on right now is because it's happening to famous people and these celebrities and these people y'all hold in high regard. So you can stop believing in false idols and idol worshiping. Because this is what y'all be doing with these so-called celebrities. This is why I'm glad. Now, I'm not glad that what happened, but I'm glad that it happened to a celebrity, to someone who people think isn't regular. So we can understand the severity of this. So we can understand that they're not exempt from anything. See, a lot of times we put these people on a pedestal thinking they better than us. When that's a whole hustle, that's a scam. They have to make us believe that they're better than us so we can buy what they're trying to sell. Because what they're trying to sell is bullshit. And they know that the only way people will buy bullshit is if you make them believe that it's something grander. You see? See, BBL Kevo was able to scam more people because he went and got his body done. He went and got his body done, just like the Instagram thought, who go get her body done, and now she's getting more walkthroughs. Now her OnlyFans done went up 1,000 more members. Right? She went from 100 members a month to 1,500 because she done went and got her body done. This is what BBL Kevo was doing. This is what he did in order to keep scamming. But while you scamming other people, BBL Kevo, guess what else you doing? Guess what else you doing? You are robbing your children of a father. That's what you're doing. While you scamming people out of their resources, you're forgetting that you're the resource for your family. You forgot that part, huh, BBL Kevo? Huh, BBL Kevo? You had a 16-year-old son. You think that little bit of child support money you was paying, nigga, was enough? He's 16 and got a big ass head like you. Look at this. Look at this little boy, man. Rest in peace to this boy. He got a water head, just like his daddy. You think that little child support money was enough to feed that boy? See, I'm sick of you niggas. Oh, I paid my child support. Nigga, you think that's enough? You think that's enough? This is what I want to know. Be honest. You know how high food is? So when y'all dudes pay child support, you think groceries is not included in that money? So because you pay child support, you think all that money just go to sneakers and what about him getting a haircut? What about him having pocket money for school? What about his phone bill? He got a cell phone. What about his phone bill? What about all of the PlayStation games and the memberships that they like to be on and playing call? What about all that? Who paying for that? When you paying that little measly couple hundred a month, BBL Kevo. You know how high groceries is? Huh, fool? See, I'm sick of you dudes, man, who be running around here just lying. What's up, Victor Music? Salute to you. Peace. Brothers are not ashamed of their behavior until something tragic happens. You have to want to be a husband and a father in your heart. If not, don't. Absolutely, Victory Music. Shout out to you, Victory Music. I appreciate you. What up, young Reyes? I see you in the building. Boogeyman in the building. Salute, family. Dale Diddy in the building. Salute, my brother. I see you want to pull up. See, I just want to know, do y'all dudes think your child support money really lasts the whole month? Let's be honest. You got a 16-year-old son. I'm pretty sure he wear like a size 10, but between a size 10 to 13. So his Jordans is like $200. These young dudes today, you can't take them to you can't take them to the regular spots. They don't wear city trends. No, you got to take them to the mall. They don't even want to wear polo. They're not even like us, the millennials. We wear Nautica, polo. They want a Mary. They want Chrome Heart. This nigga talking about, I will pay my child support. I said, this goofy. I said, this is a full goofy. This is a goofy. I will pay my child support. What that mean? That was enough? One Chrome Heart t-shirt probably cost more than what you were sending for child support. BBL Kevo. Your fake action figure. I was paying child support. Oh, so your son shop at Walmart. He wears Shacks. Since you talking about your little child support money, like you were sending 5 bands a month. You probably wasn't even sending 1,000. Because you's a scammer. Most scammers are cheap and misers. So you probably weren't even paying $1,000 a month. Nigga, don't you know them children use the utilities in the house? They on the internet all day. That's the light bill, bozo. They on the game all night. That's the light bill, bozo. Oh, so you think those little couple $300-400 you was sending every month should have took care of your 16-year-old son? But you getting BBLs, you getting new abs, you done went to the doctor and told him to make you taller, while your son is out here robbing people to eat. Your son was out here robbing people to eat. BBL Kevo. How do you feel about that? This is the example of the sins of a father. See, because your son became what his daddy was. You see that? He became you. When it's the job of a father for you to teach your children, especially your son, to be better than you. I made those mistakes, son, so you better not make them. Not saying you're not going to make mistakes, but you don't go be what you know your dad was. If you know your dad was a scammer and went to jail and did fed time, and that took years off me being around you and taking care of you, why would you go and try to be me? Did you explain that to your son? BBL Kevo? What did you teach your son about manhood? That's what I want to know. What did you teach him about manhood? What did he learn from his father? See, all you niggas like to get up here and try to make the woman look bad. What did your child learn from you, nigga? That's what I want to know. Oh, he act like his mother. You know why he act just like his mama? Because he ain't learned shit from you, bozo. He didn't learn nothing from you. Because if he learned something from you, he won't just act like his mama, you clown. See, I'm sick of black men. Y'all be making us look bad, man. And see, black men that's in the chat room, brothers that's listening, all men that's listening, this is why we need to cancel these celebrities. Because the goddamn lie and the deception needs to end. And when I say it needs to end on our part. The promotion from us. Because we promote that rap style type of living around our children. We got to get away from that shit, brothers. I'm not telling you not to be cool or hip or none of that shit. But promoting that type of shit is never good, especially around children. We saw what it did to the girls. We see what it's doing to the boys. This dude running around chasing a rat dream while your son in the hood dying. What are we teaching our sons about being men? How could we teach them anything and we not even there? We just sending the money. What's up, Mel? KG 111, salute. We not even there. What result are we looking for right? If we putting in, if we putting in 1% of effort, see, let's break this down. Child support, child support. Okay, that's a very, that can be very vague, and it's a very ambiguous term. You can, it covers a lot of different things. Child support. So when you niggas talking about, oh, I sent my child support, no, nigga, that's called financial support. That's not child support. That's not the entirety of child support. That's financial support. That's under child support. Okay? So I need you niggas to listen, because I don't think y'all understand. Child support is not a check. That's called financial support. And athletes. Facts, DMW shots. What up, Ace? Jasmine says child support is money. They are not putting in time or parenting these children. Child support is not just money. You know why? Because in the courts, right? What are men fighting for? Visitation rights. Isn't that part of child support? You're not fully supporting your child if you're not spending time with them. How many children you hear today say, yeah, my father sent me the money, but he ain't come to nothing I ever did. F him. My father never supported me. Yeah, I got the child support money. Yeah, I was fly my whole life, but I don't know that nigga. How many of us heard that? I don't respect him. All he did was send me money. I respect my stepfather more than I respect him, because at least my stepfather was there. How many of us hear that? Child support is not just the money. This is why dudes think they could send a check and don't have to worry about their child well-being. Bandman Kevo didn't know what his son was doing. He had no clue. He had no clue. No clue. He had no clue. What's up, beautiful? Thank you. I have my baby daddy and my son listening to you right now. You speaking the truth. I appreciate you. Shout out to them. KG111 says these black men crying and sniffling and slinging snot about child support. I heard the average child support payment is barely $100. Hell, a box of disposable diapers costs $60. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Shout out to Mr. DJ Music. Salute, OG. My daddy who? I hear that. Come on now. Come on. Let's just be honest here. Let's just be honest. Child support is you having to support your child. That's not just financially. That's not just showing up on Easter. You old holiday daddies who get on the internet and talk shit because you took them out for Easter and you bought fireworks for the 4th of July. Now she got to kiss your ass. Nigga, shut up. Shut up and understand that children is a blessing. And actually, by you having children at a time in your life when you wasn't ready, they actually were supposed to help you grow the F up. That's what that illegitimate child was supposed to do. It's supposed to make your man up. Not running around here whining and crying because you wanted to feel all that moisture and that wetness, so you ain't want to put a condom on. Then when your son get murdered in the street, you start talking about how you sent child support. Why? Where were you when your son was out in the street robbing people? BBL Kevo, how many times do you talk to your son in a month, Kevo? See, we in a time today, men, where all that shit y'all be making up is irrelevant. Because the things that's going to be taking place is going to prove the opposite. It's going to prove the opposite. That's what it's going to do. It's going to prove the opposite. So all of this, oh, this and that and this and that. Listen, dude, do you love your children or not? You have to protect, provide, and problem solve. And money doesn't solve every goddamn problem. Some problems need your what? Your presence. And the problems that your son had, which were identity problems, BBL Kevo, the same thing you suffer from, identity problems. That's why you steal people's identity for money. That's why you steal people's identity for money, because you don't know how to market yourself and make money. So you steal people's identity for money because you don't know who you are. You have identity issues. Now your son had identity issues. Money can't fix that because it didn't fix you. It didn't fix you so much to where you wanted to go be taller to attract women. You had to go buy abs because the gym wasn't enough for you. The gym wasn't getting it done fast enough because you still wanted to eat Piggly Wiggly and eat Krispy Kreme. You have identity issues. That's why your son had them. Money couldn't fix that because it didn't fix yours. We ain't got all this goddamn surgery done and still a bozo. Still a clown. Still a trick and a simp. You still that same fat black dude that you was back in the day on Say Cheese. You the same person. Because you didn't grow internally. You didn't grow and develop internally. You thought by changing your outside appearance, it was going to change your inside appearance. Why you think I tell brothers every day, we got to heal before we build? Who the hell wants to drive a Maybach with a Honda Accord engine? That's putting the external before the internal. You're looking like money, but you're a cheap bastard. You're looking like money, but you're internally bankrupt. You don't smell like money. You smell like a con artist. You smell like a thief. And that's what your son became. Your son became you, Kevo. And he got killed for it. That should wake you up, Kevo. That should wake you up. Because that's probably going to be your next stop, brother. Because you already been to jail. You see, brothers? You see why it's time for us to change how we do things? Because what happened to us, it may not go that way for our sons. It may not go that way for our little brothers and our little cousins and our nephews. It may not go that way for them. They might not go to jail. They might catch a headshot. They might get sent to the upper room. This is what's happening to them. We got sent to jail. Our friends went to prison and came home and had a chance to change. These little dudes is dying. The sins of a father. Kevo, you never focused on fatherhood. You was focused on finance. You were focused on finance, not fatherhood. You care more about getting money than using the money for something good. You see where we at, brothers? You see where we at? We so indoctrinated with making money that we forget what to use the goddamn money for. See, in my generation, we was taught that if we gonna commit crime, it's to feed the house. My grandfathers wasn't squares. My grandfathers was, and they did what they did to feed the house. They took care of the house. Kevo, you wasn't taking care of your children. You was focused on finance, not fatherhood. You can't father with money. You got to father with presence, instruction, direction. You didn't give your son none of that. But you on OnlyFans giving out courses on how you can raise your credit score. You see this bozo shit that dudes are on today? You giving out instructions on how to raise your credit, but you didn't raise your son. You teaching men, oh, you can raise your credit. How about you raise your son? You didn't raise him. Now you got to go identify his body at the morgue. Because you weren't about raising your credit score instead of raising your goddamn children. You put your external over your internal. Because money don't keep families together. Money break up families. True or false? Sound off in the chat room, y'all. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. Make sure y'all support today's show, man. The links are going across the screen. The super chat is open as well. Sound off in the chat room. Do money keep families together or do money break up families? For the most part, that we know of. Do money keep families together or break them up? See, because all this financial and all this money talk that niggas is on, but it ain't benefiting them in no way, but creating more bills and more stress in their life. Do money bring families together or break them up? What up, Eternity? Shout out to my man L. Nixon in the building. He said, break up. Mr. DJ Music said, money just makes you who you are. L'Oreal says, break up. Money breaks families up. Money don't bring them together. Money don't bring your family together. Money break your family up. Why? We had the most fun when we had to make fun. Now everybody gets some money in their pocket. Everybody just sitting around scrolling on their smartphones, taking pictures of their food. Oh, look where I'm at. Oh, wow, look at my great food. Yeah, but when we used to have to share those beef patties and cocoa bread from the corner store, when we was eating them cheeseburgers out the bag, we start getting some money, we start hustling, we start hating each other. Let's talk about it. You got a bunch of men out here start making all this money and forget about their children. Start making concessions on why they shouldn't have to give up all their money or give this certain amount of money or go the extra mile for this and do that. But when your ass was broke, you will walk through the goddamn rain for a nickel bag. You'll walk through the goddamn rain for a nickel bag. If your homie say, yo, bro, I know you ain't got it right now. Yo, come get this nickel bag from me. I got this for you. You'll walk through a goddamn thunderstorm. You'll walk through a goddamn thunderstorm. You go get some money. Your son say he needs you. Your ass will take a week before you call him back and say you was busy. And all you was doing was running around out of town tricking. And did you justify it by saying, well, it's my money. It's my money. Sounded like a ho-ho. It's my money. I be hearing grown men talk like this. It's my money. Nigga, your money is for your family. What's wrong with you? It's yours now, huh? Oh, now you acting like it's mama. See, it's too many men today who want to be mothers. Y'all don't want to be fathers. Y'all want to be mothers. Y'all want to be mothers. Oh, it's mine. This my money. This for me. I got to this for me. I'll be like, dude, where's all this diva energy coming from men? Men buying a bunch of goddamn purses and bags. You niggas got a collection of bags. Niggas, men. What are we doing? We got men out here with closets full of shoes and bags. What are we doing? Men got a closet full of bags and shoes. And they use this and talk shit to other men about it. I'm fly. Look how many bags I got. I'll be looking at these dudes like, what is going on here? Do you wonder why our sons are getting murdered in the street? Because you too busy trying to compete with his mama. How the hell you and your girl go on a date? Y'all both got bags strapped across y'all fucking chests. You and your girl. Both of y'all got bags on. I'll be like, what? What Drake said? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm just doing me. I'm just doing me. Too much Drake energy. Drake is a diva. Too much Drake energy between you men. Too much. My woman gonna have a bag. Why I need a bag too? We both walking with bags on. Both of y'all got bags on. What? See, we not focused on being men. So why would we, if we not focused on being men, why would we focus on being fathers and being leaders? Y'all niggas got bags on with y'all wives and shit. Y'all both got bags and shit on. Babe, get my bag. Babe, get my bag. I thought it was just a woman who's supposed to say that. Now y'all telling y'all girlfriend, babe, get my bag. And y'all wondering why we seeing the family breakdown. We ain't paying attention. We ain't paying attention. And then you're gonna have some men who go, yo, DS1, you went kind of far with that, because at the end of the day, what, nigga? You want to wear a bag with your girl. Just say that. You got that Drake energy. It's a lot of niggas with diva energy. A lot of diva niggas. That's why you deviate from being a father. Bandman Kevo, BBL Kevo. See how you deviate? Because you a diva. I ain't got to give up my money. This mine. He one of them niggas. Look at him. Look, let me show you. You can look at him and tell. Look. Look at this bozo. Y'all know I can't stand this dude. Look at this bozo. Look, you can look at him and tell. He the type that tell his baby mother, I ain't got to give this my money. He one of them niggas. He tell his girl that. He tell his baby mother that. I don't owe you nothing. This my money. He one of them. He's one of those. He's one of those. Think his money don't belong to his family. It's mine. This mine. But then want some respect from women. This why he's the type that beat on girls. You can look at him and tell. Financial abuse. Because he used to be fat and ugly. So he financially abuses his women. I ain't giving you nothing. You ain't listening to me. I told you don't go out Saturday, and you went out anyway, so I ain't sending you nothing this month. One of them niggas. One of them. One of them bozos. He's one of those. Fat, ugly black nigga who got some money and he just a big old trick. And he financially abuses women so he can feel like a man and feel like a leader. Bozo. Boz Holian. Bozmo 100. Straight bozo. Quavo walking around with the Birkins he took from Sweetie. Yeah. Yeah, they wearing fanny packs. Oh yeah, and they painting their fingernails. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember we did those 2 classic shows. I think that was last year, Classic Creole, when I was talking about Drake. Because remember, he painted his nails yellow. And remember, I was talking about who else was it? Yachty, Lil Yachty. He got his own nail polish line. Remember, I did that show, Classic Creole? I think that was last year sometime. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got the blick and the Gucci fanny pack. See, I know why your generation wear that stuff, Zuma, because it's fashion. It's fashion. It don't even really got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Y'all wearing it because it's fashionably cool. See, if you was in my generation, you wouldn't even consider that fashion. See, because I'm from a generation where Richard Simmons used to come on TV, bro. And he used to wear a fanny pack with poom poom short, the same little outfit that girls wear in the summer, them shiny little yoga shorts with the fanny pack, with the little t-shirt with the visor. That was Richard Simmons back in the day, bro. So we not wearing fanny packs with the blick in it. We put blicks on our waists. Old-fashioned style, like we seen our fathers, grandfathers, and uncles. It's going on the hip. I'm not putting it in the front. That's what women used to do, bro. That's why I understand why y'all do it, because it's a fashion statement. That's all it is for y'all. But see, we come from the era where the fanny pack was feminine. Yup. Red and white stripes. T Church in the building. Come on, bro. We from that era. Richard Simmons wore the fanny packs. And we know what Richard Simmons is. So that's why we don't wear fanny packs. Miss Angie says, I remember it was last year. Classic Creole says, yup, I remember. Yeah. I figured y'all remember I did that show. Triple H says, if you a man, all you need is a wallet and your keys when you go outside of a gym bag. Exactly. Exactly. Appendix carry all day, every day. Old Head TV, salute. Richard was a Peter. Yup, he was. He was Old Head TV. Absolutely. Right. I'm a pony. I'm a pony. That's what we remember, Zuma, about about Richard Simmons in those fanny packs. Young Reyes says DS1 UK rappers wear tracksuits and puffy jackets. Yeah. That's with the mask. Yeah. Facts. Sir Leo Puma in the building. Salute. Old men at Six Flags had the fanny packs. Yeah. All men need is pockets. Come on, man. Come on. And if we got credit cards, we got a wallet. But like I said, I understand it's a fashion thing now. It's really more of a fashion statement for these young dudes. They not really, looking at the other part of it. And that's because they don't come from that era. But at the end of the day, man, there's no reason why you on social media flashing all of this money, counting millions of dollars, and your son is in the hood getting killed while committing a robbery. Because here's what happened, y'all. Now let's get to the story. Let's get to what happened, right? How Bandman Kevo, I'm gonna stop calling him Bandman, BBL Kevo, right? How his son actually got murdered. Now, and y'all can look it up. It happened in Kalamazoo, Michigan, right? Kalamazoo, Michigan. And his son, along with two other dudes, right? They went to meet up with some dudes to sell some merchandise off of Facebook Marketplace. Now, if y'all know anything about Facebook Marketplace and all of that stuff, that's like the new version of eBay, where you could get electronics and stuff like that for a good number. Some people sell used stuff, some people sell brand new stuff. But either way, you could get good stuff for a good price off the Facebook marketplace, right? Yeah, he was committing a robbery, Eternity. Absolutely. That's why I'm doing this show. He's committing a robbery, man. Triple A says, this sounds fishy. The story makes me think sacrifice. A lot of people's been saying that too, Triple A. Somebody time out Lou. Don't come in my chat with that, man. With no sexual innuendos. Somebody put Lou on timeout. Don't send him an Uber. Put him on timeout. Or Craigslist. But it was through Facebook Marketplace. That's what the news was saying, that they met up with some other dudes. It was him and two other guys. They met up with some other people to exchange some product for some money off of Facebook Marketplace. They don't know exactly yet what was being purchased, because what happened was everybody got shot. His Bandman Kevo's son got killed, and both of his mans that went with him to make the deal, they got shot too. They're in the hospital. So police is probably questioning them. So probably by the next week we should hear some more information on what they was actually trying to sell in the Facebook Marketplace, like what they went to actually meet up with those people to sell. But long story short, I guess the people went and found out that it was a setup and that it was actually going to be a robbery. And shots went off, and Bandman Kevo's son and his two friends got shot. Kevo's son got murdered, and his two friends got shot too. That's what happened. That's the story. Zuma says that's more like Craigslist setup season. Yup, it is setup. Straight up setup. But Kevo, so you think your child support was enough now? What happened to the support part outside of finance? Was you making sure your son was in school? Was you making sure your son was getting good grades? Was you being a father? Were you being a father? Forget what you paid for. Forget what your money paid for. Were you being a father? And see, this is what you're going to have to sit and deal with, because now you're burying your son, Kevo. Now you're going to have to sit down and figure out who you are. What type of man are you? See, all the shenanigans and the facade, we don't care about it no more. Nobody on Instagram cares. Nobody cares. Now we want to know what's up with the what's up. Are you going to stand on your business and be and take care of your children? Because I'm pretty sure you got more, Kevo. I don't think that was your only child. Probably was your oldest child. Shout out to my comrade in the building. He says, a lot of it sounds shady. A lot of people were saying that is a sacrifice. A lot of people were saying that. But for what, though? Not my real name. Salute. But for what, though? What would be the reason for Kevo sacrificing his son? For what? He don't got no record deal. Nobody want to sign him. Don't no big corporations want to deal with him. He got a federal scam charge. Don't no corporations want to deal with him. Anything Kevo do, he got to spend his own money to make it look good, to make it look like something. He got to spend his own money. So why would he sacrifice his son? To get what? I don't think this is a sacrifice. I honestly think he's just a piece of shit father who left his son in the hood to die. That's what I believe. Honestly, y'all. Honestly. Jasmine says, I hate to be that person, but I don't think he's going to change. I don't think he is too. I don't think he's going to. But I do think that this situation, if he does decide to change, this is the perfect time to. This is the perfect situation to use as fuel, you know, because this should be the point where you hit rock bottom as a man. Losing a child, that should really make you reconsider a lot of bull stuff that you on, a lot of bull crap that you promote, a lot of that stuff. It should make you reconsider all of those things. It should make you start thinking about moving away from those things. This should be a humbling moment for you. You losing a child. L'Oreal says, I don't think he has friends. I don't think he has any either. I don't think he has any either. He's never had any friends. He's paid for and bought everyone who was around him. Yeah, his own son. His own son. But what should this, what lesson can all of us men learn from this? What is the lesson that all of us men should take from this situation? That money doesn't determine the type of father you are. Money can't make you a good father, but it damn sure can make you a bad one. Let me say that again. Money can't make you a good father, but it damn sure can make you a bad one. I needed to say that again so y'all can hear it and understand it. See, because the dollar amount doesn't determine the type of father you are. You see? But the dollar amount can determine what type of father you'll be. Because that's a decision. And what we see in today's society is that the majority of men who have the financial resources to be great fathers are usually worse than the men or the fathers who don't have it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sound off in the chat room. Let me know. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. Make sure y'all support today's show. The links are going across the screen. We still need 2 financial contributors, y'all. We still need 2 financial contributors. Support today's show. But let me know in the chat room. Let me know. Do y'all agree or disagree with that? Do y'all agree or disagree with that? That the men with the financial resources are usually worse fathers than the men who don't have it. The men who make six figures are usually mediocre fathers. The ones who are great dads, who exceed expectations, who children love them and honor them and all of that, those are the guys who are making $40,000 a year. Those are your men who are making $50,000, $60,000 a year. Not the ones making six figures and up. The ones who make six figures and up complain about being fathers. Complain about how much money they have to spend. But daddy who making that 40 or that 50 ball, he'll give you whatever you want. You always had a good Christmas. He always made sure he got you something. You always had a good birthday. You always had birthday gifts. And he loved you outside of what he paid for. See, the so-called six-figure guy, he crying about how much money he spent for Christmas. But he ain't crying about his tricking bill. Right, BBL Kevo? You ain't crying about them hoes you're flying out from DR and Puerto Rico. You ain't crying about that. You ain't crying about your tricking bill, but you're crying about that Christmas money you got to send. See, but the man who makes $60,000 a year, he'll give you the shirt off his back. He'll give you the shirt off his back. See that? Look what Diddy just did to his sons. Look what Diddy just did to his sons. And see, I'm going to come back. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. So make sure y'all tune into tomorrow's show. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. The Sins of a Father, episode 3. King Combs is being accused of grape in SA. Diddy's son is now being accused of what his daddy's being accused of. Didn't we just do that show about how Diddy left his sons to get locked up? Didn't we just do that show, y'all? Now, a few days later, King Combs, one of his sons, the dark-skinned one, Kim Porter's son, right? He's being accused of grape in SA. The sins of a father. See, it's time for us to focus on what we're supposed to be focused on as men. It's time to get back to the basics. It's time to get back to mastering the fundamentals, men. We all over here and trying to do this and be exotic, flamboyant niggas. We need to go back to mastering the basics. Making sure our women and our children love and respect us. First, before you go be somebody in the fucking world that you want everybody to kiss your little black ass. Because you ain't get attention when you was a little boy. So now you want all of this fame so you could feel important. While that little boy and that little girl in the house crying themselves to sleep because they ain't seen their daddy in a week. While you out here chasing mooks and hoes in the industry. You done lost your whole son. You didn't lose him to the system. You lost him to the streets. He dead because of you and your lack of fathering, BBL Kevo. Running all up Adam 22's ass. Sitting around mooks and hoes. And you think because your children got some clothes on, they okay. What are we doing out here? Triple A says, hey, DS1, he said he'll pay $30K to sleep with a woman on an interview. $30K? Come on, man. But his son was out here robbing people for $30. His son was out here robbing people for $30 and got killed. You see what I'm talking about? This is a man problem. This is a man problem. This ain't just happening with Bandman Kevo, BBL Kevo. This ain't just happening with him. This happened with dudes in the hood. That 13-year-old boy that just went viral for getting killed in Brooklyn, I told you he was from my block. Or you think that little boy got murdered? Lack of fathering. The lack of fathering. That's what happened. That's the truth. Because who ensures that a boy listens to his mother? Huh? Who makes sure that teenage boy respect his mama, his daddy? When your mama tell you something and you ready to puff up around her, who makes sure that don't happen? Daddy. When you start smelling your ass and getting a little coochie and you want to come in the house and talk back to your mama because you think she your girlfriend. Who checks that? Daddy. Why that ain't happening? Because daddy ain't around. That's why these boys out here disrespecting mothers and beating on girls and all that. Because daddy ain't around to check that energy. Punch me like that. You ain't never supposed to put your hands on no woman. Punch me like that. I'm your dad. I could take it. Punch me. And watch what I do to you. Oh, you like to beat on people? Beat on me. Oh, you tough, huh, boy? Come lock in with me. You want to prove you tough to women? No, that ain't for women. You got to prove it to men. Now your daddy here. Prove you tough. Punch me like that. Go ahead and punch your daddy in the face. No, Dad. Why would I punch you in the face? Why would you try to punch your mother in the face? Who does this? Dad. See, when dad come around, shit get quiet. You know, people start biting their fingernails and looking down and all that tough shit go out the window. All that sucking your teeth and blowing air and your chest getting wrapped. When daddy come around, what you say? What you say to your mother? Say it again. No, say it to me the way you just said it to her. Say that to me the way you just said it to your mother. You see how quiet it got? That's how that boy gonna be. Quiet. I'm listening. Say it to me. Then it get quiet again. And then you hear. And then you hear this, y'all. I'm sorry. What you say? I'm sorry. Don't say sorry to me. Say sorry to your mother. That's your mother, boy. You better not ever do no shit like that again, or I'ma cave your chest in. See, daddy do that. Did you do that, Kevo? How many times you checked your son, Kevo? He was 16. He at that age when you're supposed to check that temperature. You're supposed to check that temperature at 16. Yeah, he get the lifting weights and yeah, you got to check. Yeah. Who you talking to? Who you getting short-worded with? Better relax. See, you can't do that with money, Kevo. Hey, Kevo, you can't do that with just sending a check. You can't. Sorry. You can't do that with just sending a couple of $100 a month and saying I did my part. No, you didn't. Your part's not complete. Just sending the money is not, that's not the full spectrum of being a man and being a father. Especially with a 16-year-old boy in the hood. Come on. Be scared to fart around dad. Come on now. Come on now. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it 1,000. How many of us, when the last time, and I want y'all to sound off in the chat room, when the last time, right? Just keep it real. When the last time we heard a woman say, I'ma tell your father on you. Now we going there. Now we're going there. When the last time have you heard a woman say, if you keep acting up in McDonald's, boy, I'ma call your father? Let's go. Let's talk about it now. Sound off in the chat room. When the last time we heard that? When the last time we was in public and a little boy was showing his whole ass to his mother? And he said, boy, you better stop. And she said, boy, you better stop before I call your father. When the last time we heard that? Sound off in the chat room. Sound off in the chat room. When the last time we heard that? I'm going to call your father, boy. I'm tired of the teacher calling me and disturbing me at work. I'm going to call your father. When the last time we heard that? Fellas, I want the fellas to sound off too. When the last time? I'm going to call your father. And I'm not talking about in your family. I'm not talking about with you personally. I'm saying in general. Because see, it was a time when we was growing up, we heard that shit on a regular. We on the public bus or the train, and them little boys get to acting up and falling out, and you just hear his mother say, boy, get up off that floor before I call your father. And he jump his ass up on the seat. See, that used to be common. Why isn't it no more? Oh, because it's the mother. It's the mother fault. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. We running from this shit, man. We running from what's important. We running from what's important. ASAP too. He jumped his ass up so quick. He was just falling out crying on the floor. Hey, how are McDonald's? And then you told him his daddy, you was getting ready to call his daddy. He jumped up like nothing happened. Put his pacifier in his mouth and everything. When the last time? When the last time? Come on, L'Oreal. Come on now. We don't play no games over here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. You know how we do. You know how we do. Yo daddy coming. Yo daddy coming. See, now these boys, they know. That's what they know. They know daddy ain't coming. They know daddy ain't coming. See, that's what your son knew, Kevo. That's why he was out robbing, because he knew you wasn't coming. He knew you was just gonna send that little funky couple of $100 and think you was being a dad. That's why he was out robbing and scamming. Because he knew that his mother couldn't threaten him with you because he don't know your presence. He never smelt your cologne, Kevo, but them hoes have. The streets have, but your son haven't. Your son ever smelt your cologne? Do you know what his daddy smell like? Do you know children know the smell of their parents? Do you know that? Children know your smell. They know your smell. You could look totally different. They could smell you and know it's you. They could smell you and know it's you. And they don't have to be your biological children. You could have just raised them. They don't even have to be yours biologically. Children know your smell. Do your son know how you smell, Kevo? Do he know your voice? I don't think he do. Because before he went and did that dumb shit he did, before he lost his life, he should have heard his father's voice. See, because let me tell you something, Kibi. Let me tell you something, BBL Kevo. That's what, along with the blessings of God, God's grace and mercy, along with my father's teachings, that's what kept me alive. Because I used to hear my father. See, the first time I got arrested and went to jail, and I came home, you know what my father told me? He said, take all them clothes off, throw that shit away, go take a shower, and then when you get out, we gonna have a talk. And you know what my father told me? He said, son, I love you to death, but I don't do jail. He said, so the next time you get locked up, don't call me. I see you when you come home. Yeah. You ever sat down and had a conversation with your son, Kiwi? My dad did pop-ups, no warnings. Come on now. No warnings. How many times you popped up on your son? Just pulled up on your son, Kibi. Popped up at your son's school. Yo, son, I'm coming. You coming to chill with dad today. How many times you did that in 16 years of him living? The sins of a father. Your son tried to live the same life you lived, Kevo, and got killed, man. This is why we got to remove ourselves from these lifestyles, brothers. Because it will cost us our children's life. See, we might have went to jail. Some of our friends went to prison and came home. Our children they may not live to tell it. They may not live to have a testimony. We got to understand how real it's getting out here. They may not live to have a testimony, y'all. We got to stop playing out here, fellas. His lesson was death. See, our generation, our lessons was prison. Shout out to my brother Zuma in the building. Zuma told us one day on the show that God came to him in a dream and told him that if he don't stop doing what he doing, he gonna die. God gonna let them niggas kill him. That's what he shared with us. Shout out to my brother Zuma Duma. God don't come to all these young boys, man. These young brothers. These young men. God don't come to all of them in their dream. He came to Zuma, and Zuma could have ignored it. This stuff is real, fellas. We gotta stop playing, y'all. And we gotta lead by example. This is why I'm saying we gotta stop it. Because we gotta lead by example. Because if we're not telling them what to do and what they should be doing, then all they're gonna do is what they saw us do. See, all he knew you for, Kevo, was for what you went to prison for, because he never really knew you. He had a factual relationship with you, but he didn't know you as his father. He didn't know the type of man you were. He didn't know what you stood on and what you stood for. Because if he did, he wouldn't have been out robbing. He knew he could have felt comfortable coming and asking his dad for anything, but you didn't establish that. You want to establish yourself as a celebrity. You see what this stuff is doing to the youth, fellas? You see what this stuff is doing to the community? You see what it's doing to society? Do y'all see what this stuff is doing, man? And you see how it's all interconnected. The guy's all interconnected. It's time to wake up, fellas. Get off the bullshit, man. Hey, Bunny, what's going on? Triple A says, I was raised by my mother, and I was headed to prison, getting expelled from school, and my dad came and got me, saved my life, because as boys, we get big and strong real fast, and mama don't scare us anymore. That's facts. It's facts, Triple A. Saw what he said? Who saved his life? His dad. Who's gonna save our son's life? Us, not their mama. So stop blaming their mother. He was 16. His mother can't tell him shit. When all he do is get on the internet and see people talking about you. When he could get on the internet and see his dad counting all of this money and living this life with no direction and no guidance. He tried to go be you. And it cost him his life. It cost him his life, man. So we got to understand, man, the sense of a father is a real thing, man. If we don't repent and change our ways as men. Your son became you and died. Your son had identity issues because you have identity issues. So you got into identity theft and fraud and went to jail for it. Lost your freedom. Came home and didn't learn your lesson. Whole time your son out here suffering from the same thing because he never knew his father. Identity issues. And he lost his life for it. So this should be a lesson to all men who's listening in, man. Fatherhood over finance. You got to be a father with or without money, because it don't cost you nothing to be a father. All it costs you is some time and some patience. That's what it costs you. It costs you internal things. It don't cost you no money. Your child is more happy seeing you, being around you, and spending time with you than you just buying them stuff. They're going to miss your presence before they miss your presence. Let me say that again. They're going to miss your presence more than they miss your presence. More than that shit you buy them, they're going to miss you. If you ever meant something to them, they're going to miss you. They're going to miss you. So shout out to everyone in the building, man. Appreciate everyone for pulling up to today's show. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. Make sure y'all support today's show, man. The links are going across the screen. Support today's show. The links are going across the screen, man. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. I appreciate everyone for pulling up to today's show. Shout out to my lovely lady Maz for always coming through. And holding down the chat. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much, man. Shout out to everyone, man. Salute to all the visionaries. Salute to all the visionaries, man. We will be back tomorrow. Right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV with The Sins of a Father, episode 3. We're going to get into what's going on with King Combs. We're going to get into that tomorrow, man. We're going to get into that, man. Because this stuff is real, fellas. Whether we want to believe it or not, it's real. And we're going to continue to see just how real it is, no matter how much we try to ignore it. So I appreciate everyone for pulling up. Shout out to everyone. I appreciate you, DMW Shots. Thank you so much, Miss Angie. I appreciate everything you do as always. Same thing for you, L'Oreal, and the lovely Classy Creole in the building. I appreciate y'all ladies, man. Always holding down the chat. Always holding your brother down. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to all the visionaries for coming through. Salute to everyone for coming through to today's show. Make sure if you're enjoying the content, you subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to you, Eternity. Shout out to you, man. Salute to my God, T Church. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of today's show. DS1 Raw, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we got to heal before we build. Got to heal before we build. Catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.